to method, or not to method. I started this book off with a brief history and a simple outline of the two types of acting that exist in the Western world. Implied in this was the idea that you choose one type of acting or another. Either you are a method actor, or you are that other type, an external actor. Also, implied in this was the idea that being a method actor was the only sane choice. Nonsense. Nothing is further from the truth. One of the biggest myths about acting is that you have to be one or the other. Frankly, both are needed in an actor's life because both are a part of the same thing, performing. This myth arose out of that same group of people that started the method in America, the group theater. The myth was based on the fundamental misunderstanding these actors had about the teachings of Stanislavski. Because they only had part of the work, the internal part, they missed the overall viewpoint Stanislavski had about acting. Never once, in all of his teachings, did Stanislavski put forth the idea that acting is only about the inner life of the person being portrayed. He is always referring to the physical and vocal qualities, as well as the purely technical aspects, like costume and staging. And he refers to these aspects of acting as things that will help the performer to attain a deeper inner life. What Stanislavski did say was that the outer forms alone is not the true actor's art. That only by combining both the inner and the outer parts in a unified whole is true acting artwork attained. It was never his aim to separate these two aspects of this art form. But what does this mean for me and you? It means that we are not off the hook. That besides knowing how to find and clearly portray the inner life of the people in our story, we must know all the technical things that make all this possible. Timing, voice production, blocking, dance, mime, costume, stage movement, stage or stunt fighting, etc. Everything and anything that an actor needs to establish this performing reality and involve the audience fully within that reality are all things that need to be part of a performance. In the Stanislavski system, anything less than this is failing to be as full an artist as an actor that you can be. The actor who mumbles their way through a part with true feelings is as bad a performer as the actor who is vocally brilliant and devoid of any human feelings. Both of these actors make the mistake of thinking that one or the other is the only true way, and both of them are being foolish. And more importantly, both of them are difficult for audiences to watch, though it can be said of the vocally brilliant actor that at least they can be heard. So, you see, there really isn't a choice to be made here. An actor must know all of the things that make up their performance, both internal and external. They must have all this if they are to be an artist of behavior, who shows the audience the events, who compels the audience to be fully involved in the story. Here's a partial list of the things that you have to have knowledge about as an actor. 1. Internal acting structure, including all of the emotional bridge parts that make up the response and action sequences of moment-to-moment acting work. 2. Vocal production, with special attention paid to breathing, projection, and relaxation. 3. Movement for acting, including various forms of dance, internal relaxation and posture, the Meisner Technique, mime, fighting for stage when needed, and body language. 4. Stage presentation, including blocking, stage positioning and ensemble structuring. 5. Film presentation, including blocking, hitting marks, camera movement, relating to camera, and specialized terminology that applies to the film and television working environment. 6. Rehearsal procedures, including line learning and taking direction. 7. Knowledge of various social structures, including past social structures, etiquette, and social protocol. 8. Relationship psychology, including the family structure, male and female bonding, plus general neurotic and psychotic behaviors. 9. Theater and acting history. 10. How to research and discover information on a wide variety of subjects that you may have to know about for the role. The list could be endless, because acting may involve going into the lives of literally everyone who has lived historically, who is now living, or possibly in sci-fi. Someone who has yet to live. Anything and everything you need to understand and to perform the role you have been cast into. Some of these things you can learn only when you need them. If you're playing a Southern baseball player, you can learn the Southern accent when you need to, and not necessarily before. However, most of these are needed for everything that you do as an actor. The absolute minimum that you can get away are the ones that I have listed above. I recommend that you know the first 6 in as much depth as you can, and the first 3 no matter what. The rest will come as they will, but should not be forgotten. Quite a list, isn't it? Don't be daunted. You can learn it a bit at a time. Thanks for watching.